We spoke last year about this important shift in computing from a mobile first to an AI first. Announcing a new initiative called Google Lens. Google Lens is a set of vision-based computing capabilities that can understand what you're looking at and help you take action based on that information. We'll ship it first in Google Assistant and Photos, and it'll come to other products. So how does it work? So for example, if you run into something and you want to know what it is, say a flower, you can invoke Google Lens from your assistant, point your phone at it, and we can tell you what flower it is. It's great for someone like me with allergies. Or if you've ever been at a friend's place and you've crawled under a desk just to get the username and password from a Wi-Fi router, you can point your phone at it and we can automatically do the hard work for you. Or if you're walking in a street downtown and you see a set of restaurants across you, you can point your phone because we know where you are and we have our knowledge graph and we know what you're looking at. We can give you the right information in a meaningful way. Excited that we are rolling out Smart Reply to over 1 billion users of Gmail. It works really well. Here's a sample email. If you get an email like this, the machine learning systems learn to be conversational, and it can reply, "I'm fine with Saturday," or whatever. So it's really nice to see.
It doesn't always feel comfortable to speak out loud to your assistant. So today, we're adding the ability to type to your assistant on the phone. Now, this is great when you're in a public place and you don't want to be overheard. Soon, with the smarts of Google Lens, your assistant will be able to have a conversation about what you see. Now, this is really cool. Last time I traveled to Osaka, I came across a line of people waiting to try something that smelled amazing. Now, I don't speak Japanese, so I couldn't read the sign out front. But Google Translate knows over 100 languages, and my assistant will help with visual translation. I just tap the Google Lens icon, point the camera, and my assistant can instantly translate the menu to English. And now I can continue the conversation.
What does it look like?
These pictures should match.
All right, it looks pretty yummy. Now notice, I never had to type the name of the dish. My assistant used visual context and answered my question conversationally. Let's look at another example. Some of the most tedious things I do on my phone stem from what I see. A business card I want to save, details from a receipt I need to track, and so on. With Google Lens, my assistant will be able to help with those kinds of tasks too. I love live music, and sometimes I see info for shows around town that look like fun. Now, I can just tap the Google Lens icon and point the camera at the venue's marquee. My assistant instantly recognizes what I'm looking at. Now, if I wanted to, I could tap to hear some of this band's songs, and my assistant offers other helpful suggestions right in the viewfinder. There's one to buy tickets from Ticketmaster, and another to add the show to my calendar. With just a tap, my assistant adds the concert details to my schedule.
Saving event. Save Stone Foxes for May 17th at 9 p.m.
Awesome. My assistant helped me keep track of the event, so I won't miss the show, and I didn't have to open a bunch of apps or type anything. And today, I'm excited to announce that the Google Assistant is now available on the iPhone. So no matter what smartphone you use, you can now get help from the same smart assistant throughout the day, at home and on the go.
Starting today, Actions on Google will be supporting transactions. It's a complete end-to-end solution for developers, including payments, identity, notifications, receipts, even account creation. The platform handles all the complexity. Let me show you how one will work.
Hi, how can I help?
I'd like delivery from Panera.
Hi, this is Panera. I'll need your delivery address. Which one can I get from Google?
We'll go with 1600 Amphitheater.
What can I get you started with?
I'll have the strawberry poppy seed salad with steak instead of chicken.
Got it. How about one of these cold drinks?
And here I can just swipe through my options, see what looks good. Agave lemonade.
Great. Are you ready to check out?
Yep.
Okay. The total is $18.40. Are you ready to place the order?
Yes. I'll just scan my fingerprint to pay with Google, and that's it.
Thanks. You're all set.
Of being useful to people everywhere is support for many languages. I'm excited to announce that starting this summer, the Google Assistant will begin rolling out in French, German, Brazilian Portuguese, and Japanese on both Android phones and iPhones. By the end of the year, we'll also support Italian, Spanish, and Korean.
Now today I'd like to share 4 new features we'll be rolling out over the coming months. So first, we're announcing support for proactive assistance coming to Google Home. Home is great at providing personally relevant information for you when you ask for it, but we think it'd be even more helpful if it can automatically notify you of those timely and important messages. And we do this by understanding the context of your daily life and proactively looking for that really helpful information and providing it for you in a hands-free way. So for example, let's say I'm relaxing and playing a game with the kids. Well, I can see that the Google Home lights just turned on. Hey Google, what's up?
Hi Rishi, traffic's heavy right now, so you'll need to leave in 14 minutes to get to Shoreline Athletic Fields by 3:30 p.m.
That's pretty nice. The assistant saw the game coming up on my calendar and got my attention because I had to leave earlier than normal. Second, another really common activity we do in the home today is communicate with others. And a phone call is still the easiest way to reach someone. So today, I'm excited to announce hands-free calling coming to Google Home. It's really simple to use. Just ask the Google Assistant to make a call, and we'll connect you. You can call any landline or mobile number in the US or Canada completely free. And it's all done in a hands-free way. Third, let's talk a little bit about entertainment. We designed Google Home to be a great speaker, one that you can put in any room in the house, or wirelessly connect to other Chromecast built-in speaker systems. Well, today we're announcing that Spotify, in addition to their subscription service, will be adding their free music service to Google Home. So it's even easier to play your Spotify playlist. We'll also be adding support for SoundCloud and Deezer, 2 of the largest global music services today. And these music services will join many of the others already available through the Assistant. And finally, we'll be adding Bluetooth support to all existing Google Home devices, so you can play any audio from your iOS or Android device. Okay, finally, I want to talk a little bit how we see the Assistant evolving to help you in a more visual way. Voice responses are great, but sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. So today, we're announcing support for visual responses with Google Home. Now, TVs are another natural place to get help from the Google Assistant. And we have a great place to start with over 50 million Chromecast and Chromecast built-in devices. So today, we're announcing that we'll be updating Chromecast to show visual responses on your TV when you ask for help from Google Home. For example, I can now say, OK, Google, show my calendar for Saturday.
Showing it on your TV.
It'll show up right on the TV screen. I'll immediately get results from the Assistant. Hey, Google, what's on YouTube?
Here you go.
It'll show me my personalized results right on the TV screen. If I don't like any of the options, I can continue the conversation with my voice. Show my watch later list.
All right.
Play Send My Love.
Playing Send My Love from YouTube.
Now in April, we launched in the UK to some great reviews. And starting this summer, we're going to be launching in Canada, Australia, France, Germany, and Japan.
We now have more than 500 million monthly active users, uploading more than 1.2 billion photos and videos per day. And today, I'm excited to show you 3 new features we're launching to make it even easier to send and receive the meaningful moments in your life. Let me show you what I mean.
If there's one thing you know, it's that you're a great photographer. If there's a second thing you know, it's that you're kind of a terrible person.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. The only photo of the birthday girl in focus? Never sent it. The best picture of the entire wedding? Kept it to yourself. This masterpiece of your best friend? Well, you're gonna send it, but then you were like, oh, remember that sandwich? I love that sandwich. If only something could say, hey, Eric looks great in these. Do you want to send them to him? And you could be like, great idea. Well, it can. Wait, it can? Yep, with Google Photos.
So today, to make us all a little less terrible people, we're announcing suggested sharing. We're also announcing shared libraries. Let me show you how it works. So here, we're now looking at my Google Photos account. From the menu, I now have the option to go ahead and share my library, which I'm going to go ahead and do with my wife, Jess. Importantly, I have complete control over which photos I automatically share. I can share them all, or I can share a subset, like only photos of the kids, or only photos from a certain date forward, like when we first met. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and share all. We did not meet today. And that's all there is to it. I've now gone ahead and shared my library with my wife, Jess. So let's switch to her phone to see what the experience looks like from her end. She receives a notification, and after accepting, she can now go to see all the photos that I've shared with her, which she can access really easily from the menu. If she sees something she likes, she can go ahead and select those photos and simply save them to her library. We'll even notify her periodically as I take new photos. Finally, we know sharing doesn't always happen through apps and screens. There's still something pretty special about looking at and even gathering around an actual printed photo. The launch of photo books. They're beautiful, high quality with a clean and modern design, but the best part is that they're incredibly easy to make, even on your phone. First, thanks to unlimited storage, all my life's moments are already here in Google Photos. No need to upload them to another website or app. So I'll select a bunch of photos here, and the good news is I don't have to figure out which are the right photos and which are the good ones, because this is where Google Photos really shines. I'm just going to go ahead and hit plus, select photo book. I'm going to pick a hardcover book. We offer both a soft cover and a hardcover. And notice what happens. Google Photos is going to pick the best photos for me automatically suggesting photo 40 in this case. How awesome is that? And it's even going to go ahead and lay them all out for me. All that's left for me to do is make a couple of tweaks, check out, and in a few days, I'll end up with one of these beautiful printed photo books. Google Lens right into Google Photos. Let me show you. So let's say you took a trip to Chicago. There's some beautiful architecture there, and during your boat tour down the Chicago River, you took lots of photos. But it's hard to remember which building is which later on. Now, by activating Lens, you can identify some of the cool buildings in your photos, like the second tallest skyscraper in the US, Willis Tower. You can even pull up directions and get the hours for the viewing deck. And later, while visiting the Art Institute, you might take photos of a few paintings you really love. In one tap, you can learn more about the painting and the artist. And the screenshot that your friend sent you of that bike rental place, just activate Lens, and you can tap the phone number and make the call right from the photo.
A billion people around the globe come to YouTube every month to watch videos from new and unique voices.
And today, I'm super excited to announce that we are taking the interactive experience a step further by introducing 360 video in the YouTube app on the big screen. And you know that you can already watch 360 videos on your phone or in your Daydream headset, but soon you'll be able to feel like you're in the middle of the action, right from your couch and on the biggest screen you own. Now, one of my personal interests outside of work is to travel. And one place I'd love to visit is Alaska to check out the Northern Lights. So let's do a voice search. Aurora Borealis 360. Great, let's choose that first video. And now, Using my TV remote, I'm able to pan around this video, checking out this awesome view from every single angle.
Earlier this year, we rolled out a new feature called Super Chat. When a creator is live streaming, fans can purchase Super Chats, which are highlighted fun chat messages. Not only do fans love the recognition, but creators earn extra money from it.
Today, we want to walk you through two themes in O that we're excited about. The first is something we call fluid experiences. It's pretty incredible what you can do in a mobile phone today and how much we rely on them as computers in our pockets. But there are still certain things that are tough to do on a small screen. So we're doing a couple of features in O that we think will help with this, which I'll cover in just a moment. The second theme is something we call vitals. And the concept here is to keep vital system behavior in a healthy state so we can maximize the user's battery, performance, and reliability. So let's jump straight in and walk through 4 new fluid experiences with live demos done wirelessly. What could possibly go wrong? All right. These days, we do a lot at once on our phones, whether it's paying for groceries while reading a text message you just received, or looking up guitar chords while listening to a new song. But conventional multi-window techniques don't translate well to mobile. They're just too fiddly to set up with when you're on the go. We think picture-in-picture is the answer for many cases. So let's take a look. My kids recently asked me to build a lemonade stand, so I opened up YouTube, and I started researching DIY videos, and I found this one. Now, at the same time, I want to be able to jot down the materials I need to build for this lemonade stand. So to multitask, all I do is press the home button, and boom, I get picture-in-picture. You can think of it as a kind of automatic multi-window. I can move it out of the way, I can launch keep, I can add some more materials, so I know I need to get some wood glue, like so. Then when I'm done, I just simply swipe it away like that. It's brilliant. We're also making notification interactions more fluid for users. From the beginning, Android has really blazed a trail when it comes to its advanced notification system. In O, we're extending the reach of notifications with something we call notification dots. It's a new way for app developers to indicate that there's activity in their app and to drive engagement. So let's take a look. You'll notice that the Instagram app icon has a dot in it. And this is indicating that there's a notification associated with the app. So if I pull down the shade, sure enough, you can see there's a notification. In this case, someone's commented on a photo I'm tagged in. What's really cool is I can long press the app icon, and we now show the notification in place. One of the things I really like about the notification dot mechanism is that it works with zero effort from the app developer. We even extract the color of the dot from your icon. Oh, and you get to erase the icon by simply swiping the notification like that, so you're always in control. Another great feature in O that helps make your experience more fluid is autofill. Now, if you use Chrome, you're probably already familiar with autofill for quickly filling out a username and password or credit card information with a single tap. With O, we've extended autofill to apps. So let's say I'm setting up a new phone for the first time, and I open Twitter, and I want to log in. Now, because I use Twitter.com all the time on Chrome, this system will automatically suggest my username. I can simply tap it, I get my password, and then, boom, I'm logged in. It's pretty awesome. I want to show you one more demo of how we're making Android more fluid by improving copy and paste. The feature is called Smart Text Selection. So let's take a look. In Android, you typically long press or double tap a word to select it. For example, I can open Gmail, I can start composing, and if I double tap the word byte, it gets selected like so. Now, we know from user studies that phone numbers are the most copy and pasted items. The second most common are named entities like businesses and people and places. In O, we're applying on-device machine learning, in this case a feed-forward neural network, to recognize these more complicated entities. So watch this. I can double tap anywhere on the phrase Old Coffee House, and all of it is selected for me. No more fiddling around with text selection handles. It even works for addresses. So if I double tap on the address, all of it is selected. And what's more, there's more. What's more is the machine learning model classifies this as an address and automatically suggests maps so I can get directions to it with a single click. And of course, it works as you expect. For phone numbers, you get the phone dialer suggested. And for email addresses, you get Gmail suggested. All of this neural networking processing happens on device in real time and without any data leaving the device. It's pretty awesome.
So in O, we're investing in what we call vitals, keeping your phone secure and in a healthy state to maximize power and performance. We've invested in 3 foundational building blocks: security enhancements, OS optimizations, and tools to help developers build great apps. Of Google Play Protect. So here you can see Play Protect has recently scanned all your apps, no problems found. That's Google Play Protect.
So today, I'm excited to give you a sneak peek into a new experience we're building for entry-level Android devices. Internally, we call it Android Go. Android Go focuses on 3 things. First, optimizing the latest release of Android to run smoothly on entry-level devices, starting with Android O. Second, a rebuilt set of Google apps that use less memory, storage space, and mobile data. And third, a version of the Play Store that contains the whole app catalog, but highlights the apps designed by all of you for the next billion users. And all 3 of these things will ship together as a single experience, starting on Android O devices with 1 GB or less of memory. Let's take a look at some of the things we're working on for Android Go. So on these devices, we're putting data management front and center in quick settings. And we've created an API that carriers can integrate with, so you can see exactly how much prepaid data you have left and even top up right there on the device. But beyond the OS, the Google apps are also getting smarter about data. For example, on these devices, the Chrome Data Saver feature will be turned on by default. Data Saver transcodes content on the server and simplifies pages when you're on a slow connection. And now we're making the savings more visible here in the UI. In aggregate, this feature is saving users over 750 terabytes of data every day. I'm really excited that the YouTube team has designed a new app called YouTube Go for their users with limited data connectivity. Feedback on the new YouTube app has been phenomenal, and we're taking many of the lessons we've learned here and applying them to several of our Google apps. Let me show you some of the things I love about YouTube Go. First, there's a new preview experience, so you can get a sneak peek inside a video before you decide to spend your data to watch it. And when you're sure this is the video for you, you can select the streaming quality you want and see exactly how much mobile data that's going to cost you. But my favorite feature of YouTube Go is the ability to save videos while you're connected, so you can watch them later when you might not have access to data. And if you want to share any of those videos with a friend, you can use the built-in peer-to-peer sharing feature to connect 2 of your devices together directly and share the files across without using any of your mobile data at all. But beyond data management, the Google apps will also make it easier to seamlessly go between multiple languages, which is a really common use case for people coming online today. For example, Gboard now supports over 191 languages, including the recent addition of 22 Indian languages. And there's even a transliteration feature, which allows you to spell words phonetically on a QWERTY keyboard to type in your native language script. Now, Gboard is super cool, so I want to show it to you. I grew up in the US, so for any of my family that's watching, don't get too excited by the demo. I haven't learned Hindi yet, and I'm sorry, Mom. Okay. So let's say I want to send a quick note to my aunt in India. I can open up Allo, and using Gboard, I can type how it sounds phonetically, tum kaise ho, which means, how are you, in Hindi. And transliteration automatically gives me Hindi script. That's pretty cool. Now let's say I want to ask her how my IO speech is going, but I don't know how to say that in Hindi at all. I can use the built-in Google Translate feature to say, how is this going? And seamlessly, I get Hindi script, all built right into the keyboard.
We have never added a new programming language to Android, and today we're making Kotlin an officially supported language in Android.
Google Maps team on a service that can give devices access to very precise location information indoors. It's kind of like GPS, but instead of talking to satellites to figure out where it is, your phone looks for distinct visual features in the environment, and it triangulates with those. So you have GPS. We call this VPS, Google's Visual Positioning Service. And we think it's going to be incredibly useful in a whole bunch of places. For example, imagine you're at Lowe's, a home improvement store that has basically everything. And if you've been there, you know it's really big. And we've all had that moment when you're struggling to find that one weird random screwdriver thing. Well, imagine in the future, your phone could just take you to that exact screwdriver and point it out to you on the shelf. Turns out we can do this with VPS. And let me show you how. And this is working today. So here we are walking down an aisle at Lowe's, and the phone will find these key visual feature points, which you can see there in yellow. And by comparing the feature points against previously observed ones, those colorful dots in the back, the phone can figure out exactly where it is in space down to within a few centimeters. So GPS can get you to the door, and then VPS can get you to the exact item that you're looking for. Further out,
Google for Jobs is our commitment to use our products to help people find work. The first step for many people when they start looking for a job is searching on Google. So it's like other search challenges we have worked in the past. So we built a new feature in search with the goal that no matter who you are or what kind of job you're looking for, you can find the job postings that are right for you. So let's take a look at how it works. Let's say you come to Google and you start searching for retail jobs, and you're from Pittsburgh. We understand that. You can scroll down and click into this immersive experience, and we immediately start showing the most relevant jobs for you. And you can filter, you can choose full-time, and as you can see, you can drill down easily. I want to look at jobs which were posted in the past 3 days, so you can do that. Now you're looking at retail jobs in Pittsburgh posted within the last 3 days. You can also filter by job titles. It turns out employees and employers use many different terminologies. For example, retail could mean a store clerk, a sales representative, store manager. We use machine learning to cluster automatically, and so that we can bring all the relevant jobs for you. As you scroll through it, you will notice that we even show commute times. It turns out to be an important criteria for many people, and we'll soon add a filter for that as well. And if you find something that's of interest to you, so maybe the retail position in Ross, and you can click on it, and you end up going to it right away, and you're one click away. You can scroll through, find more information if you want, and you're one click away from clicking and applying there.